Easter, something like that. And I didn't really like it. Had to wear nice clothes, you know. That really wasn't, still not really my favorite, to be honest with you. So my dad, he worked a lot. He owned the paving company in Medina for years. He's retired, moved on from that now. So he pretty much worked daylight to dark, 6 days a week, that kind of thing. And then on Sundays we would like work the garden, you know. So we, not much church. And then about the time, I think I was about, I don't know, a teenager, 12, 13, something like that. My sister went to a revival at Chapel Hill, and she got saved and was getting baptized. And I was like, what is that? Like, because growing up, we were all like pretty shy people, you know. My sister's more than me, and I was not anywhere close to wanting to get in front of people and talk or anything like that. But she was gonna, you know, go before the church and take a bath or something. You know, I didn't know what his sister's getting in water in front of a group of people, what kind of cult she done got into, weird stuff happening, you know. So I started going to church to where she was going, because my mother, you know, he was a big deal, and I just really didn't. And she wanted to, so we were going to support her, and then we started going to church there on Sunday mornings. And then I kind of learned that, you know, what Christianity was, that you know, a relationship with Jesus, and you know, you can be in the resurrection with Him. Anyway, so kind of was learning, and then I kind of learned that I was lost, you know, because growing up, I just kind of always assumed, like a lot of people, you know, if you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you don't, and you know, things like that, and didn't know any better. And then I learned it's all about your relationship with Jesus. And but again, there was that obstacle of getting in front of people. So it took me a little while of white knuckling some pews. And then one day, it just hit me just right. I knew I was lost, and I Will Surrender All was the hymn. I'll never forget that either. And it was like, that's what I got to do. And I went and told the pastor, man, it's like, I got to get saved. And that was the beginning of my faith journey right there. And so from there, that, you know, it still took a little time for me to start growing. A couple years go by, and you know, we were pretty faithful Sunday morning attenders, you know, something like that. And Chapel Hill hired a youth minister, Aaron Show. And he one day we came to preaching, and we were trying to, you know, drive out of the parking lot. And anyway, this dude comes up and knocks on our window, and he's like, "Hey man, we want you to come to Sunday school." And a person that didn't know me willing to run beside me, and we're trying to pull out of the parking lot, you know. If he wants me to come that bad, you know, I guess I better go. So I started going to Sunday school. That's really where my discipleship began. But, you know, before I was saved, God really protected me from a lot of things. I was starting to hang around with the wrong people. A lot of my friends were really making bad decisions. I'll go into that in more detail another time, maybe, as we get, you know, but anyway, and that's right at the time that, you know, my sister and everything, we were able to, God really protected me from a lot of bad things. So I was really lucky in that. But a lot of my friends at the time, you know, went a totally different life than I did. Anyway, but so through Aaron, started growing in my faith. Went through high school. Several of us guys that were in the church together, it's really important that, you know, having friends that are going through with you. A lot of us got saved around the same time and grew up. A lot of us had kind of felt like we wanted to do some more. We all felt in a different way, you know. A I wanted to be a part of sharing Jesus with people. So I felt that's the first time I ever felt I called, I guess, to ministry at that time. And at no point in my life did I ever think I would go to college. But, because I was never a school person, didn't like it. I would get there, sometimes after the bell rang and try to leave before it rang again, you know. But I felt like God was calling me to go to college. I think, how's that going to work? I mean, taking the test I got to take and all that, but somehow I was able to get into uni and I got in on an art scholarship, believe it or not. And I was able to go there. I was minoring in youth ministry, and then little time goes by, and I'm like, well, what am I doing? I can't make any money with art. And so I changed my major several times, and then again, kind of got a hold of me. And it's like, you've let your minor do what your major should do. So I changed that to youth ministry. I knew it was young people. I didn't know exactly what that was going to look like, but I switched my major to youth ministry, and was able to go and get a degree from the youth ministry, minored in like physical education, recreation games, stuff like that. We go on and trying to figure out exactly where God wants us, how He wants us, and I never got the right opportunity. Youth ministry church-wise never opened up exactly the way, but we were always involved in teaching Sunday school and things like that. I'll kind of go more into that here in a minute. But anyway, I decided that maybe I should go to school again. So I pretty much toured every college. So if we ever get to that point, you might know information. I've been to most colleges in West Tennessee sometime. But so I decided to go back to school again and to get my education degree. So I got a degree in K through 12 education, and from Martin. And I didn't get a degree. So let me scratch that. I need to say that. It was a licensure. So I don't know, but anyway. And things, the economy got bad, different things. A lot of the teachers that I was planning on replacing as a PE teacher. And the reason I chose PE was because I'd already had the minor kind of in the recreation, so I didn't have to take any classes. I was like, I can get in quickly. And me and Jamie were talking at that time too, so I was trying to think if I need to get a job, need to make money. What's that about? And so I thought I could really make a difference in the school system, maybe. But God never opened that door. It was just never His plan. And so moving on. Trying to figure all that out. Never went a few years. Never got even an interview at a school. Just nothing ever opened up because people couldn't retire. The economy went bad. This and that. So we go on, and I work for Med Center, but in Jackson. But that kind of came about. Just needed a job. I was bouncing from little job to little job, and they needed a van driver. So I was like, I can drive. So I started taking people home from the hospital, and through that, I ended up went to college again. Work paid for it, but I got a EMT degree, and I went on to get my advanced EMT. So now I work on the ambulance. And but God never. The need, desire, I don't know the right word, but the want to be involved in seeing students turn their lives to Jesus never went away. So it's still there, very strong, and that's kind of where we're at now. So.
Thank you for sharing. You keep that. We'll get through this. All right.
Absolutely.
You stay up here. All right. All right. So just a couple things. I've told you currently an EMT. Jamie is owner. Is that the correct owner of TriStar Hearing and in Milan? And so we're not on. Are we on video?
We are right now. Kathy Sims is watching.
Okay.
Thanks, Kathy.
How Jackie.